Hello, this is Grinstar, and last night I was watching some YouTube, and really late last night, almost around 11 o'clock, almost midnight, and I was watching a bunch of guitar videos because I'm constantly learning, trying to program these things because I want to get better, and I own a whole bunch of them, and I need to learn how to use them, and practice and all that stuff. And I was trying to learn from actually real guitarist type videos, and I was watching one on how to like play rhythm guitar and how to start, and he was doing a nice palm muted type thing, and he was just chugging one chord, and I wanted to come in and replicate what he was doing because he would go to chug it and then let it go or change up the chord and stuff like that, and it sounded cool and seemed easy to learn. So I went in and did the same thing. So I got this thing up to the top of here, going. And already it doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't sound realistic. It doesn't sound like a guitarist, and it drives me nuts every time I program these things. They sound great, but it's like, it just, something's wrong, right? You just too robotic, too on time, too on this. So you have human eyes down here to help a little bit. And it does change it up a bit, but on these contact guitars, let me go in here. There's a couple of key switches in here that can change to palm mutes. So you got this key change right here that goes from, is it this one? Gonna turn me into a liar, but there's a sustain and a palm mute one. It's not showing up, but it's these two right here. This one does sustain notes and this one does palm mutes. And the reason they're not showing up is because in articulations up here, one of the cool things you can do is you got, normally it's on sound here and you get the ADSR type stuff, but there's this mapping that you can do, and right now I have it mapped to MIDI CC instead of a key. So normally you would have keys down here that turn off and on, and the problem with that is that you have to map them in the MIDI up here, and it's really good for like things, but when you're playing around with like short loops like this or 4 bars like that, and it's over and over and over again, it's not going to have the you need some variation in there, and it drives me nuts without the variation. So what I did is I said, okay, think about this. Let's do sustain and palm mutes. Let's put them on different CC values, and let's supply this MIDI CC here with those values. So I got mine sitting on 9, and you notice this little blue tick here. So what I further did is I put it up to the steps, and I said for every 8th note, I want a full bar for every 8th note that goes on. So there's a little bit of variation. So what should happen is that it should go from palm mutes to sustains and give a lot of variance in there. So let's have this going. It's subtle, and it on the chords it's not as noticeable in the single notes. So I got the secondary track down here, and same thing happens on here, right? The velocity differences. And then one more on the MIDI. And it gives a little bit of variation in there, and it sounds a little bit better. And then when they're both going, it's cool. One of the cool things about being on the steps is if I want to randomize it, I can. And I can do it, and then all of a sudden it follows a different pattern of palm mutes and sustains. We could add in some like standard bass. Overall, it helps to break up the monotony of hearing the thing over and over and over again. And it's I think it's slightly subtle on it, where it goes in, but it helps with there. And you can see the automation on the CC knob, and this MIDI CC goes into here, and then it helps with the automation of the sustain and the mute down here, because both of these are paying attention to CC9. We have 9 set up here, we have 9 set up here, and we have the rules that go in that says, hey, if I got CC 1 through 73, then I follow sustain. If I got 74 through 127, I do a palm mute. And then I can add in other ones that says, okay, so we can go down here, do this, and then we can go, okay, I want to either choke or rake. So we're gonna change to MIDI CC. We're going to remove that. We're going to say, hey, I want to go up to 9. Okay, so now it should air out because basically that's already being taken on here. It's kind of smart. So what I have to do is I have to move up the velocity until I'm out of range. And it should not air out. Okay, so now I should have a rake, and then anything over 74. So I should have normal sustains 1 through 73, 74 through, oh, it's 91. I have to be up. 95, 90, 92. There we go. So everything 92 and above, it should go from mute to rake. Just to show how the MIDI CC is working. So if we go all the way down here, we have a sustain. If we go to like the middle, palm mute, we go up, rake. And if we automate it, This could be helpful for, as I look on here on the strumming too, for the strum speeds. If you want to change up strumming, if you want to do the volume, and if you want to do the strum distance, how far you go or something, can. So anything CC related, this works, and it doesn't even have to be for the shreddage. Just could apply it to anything that takes in CC that you want, kind of a something different for every type of measured either beat or whatnot with steps. And I think that's pretty cool. Not sure if this is replicatable. I think in Fruity Loops and Reaper and Reason, they don't have like a steps type thing. You still have to program or you have to automate it or something. It's not as cool as to set up a modulator and just do it. And I think that's what makes Bitwig kind of special in how it operates. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I will catch you later.